There's a puzzle hanging over the stock market and it revolves around Warren Buffett. Berkshire Hathaway, the investment firm, filed an interesting report with the American Securities and Exchange Commission. It stated that CEO Warren Buffett and his team only bought 3 stocks in the last quarter of 2023. But here's the twist. Berkshire Hathaway sought permission for the second time in a row to keep 1 or more holdings undisclosed. Buffett seems to have acquired a mysterious stock in the last quarter. The big question now is, which company could it be? The Motley Fool has some compelling candidates in mind. Stay tuned as we uncover the mystery behind Warren Buffett's latest investment move. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe on our channel for the best videos about investing. Whatever the mysterious stock may be, it's likely a financial services provider. In Berkshire's filings with the regulator for the 3rd and 4th quarters, the reported cost basis for stocks in banks, insurance, and financial institutions increased. However, Berkshire did not disclose purchases of such stocks in either quarter. Buffett has been friends with Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Chase, for years. They have collaborated in the past. JP Chase fits the bill for Buffett as it's precisely the kind of bank stock he favors. He bought into it in 2018 but sold his position by the end of 2020. JP Chase's stock is currently relatively inexpensive, with a price-to-earnings ratio of just 11.6. The company holds a strong reputation in the sector. Additionally, Todd Combs, Berkshire Hathaway's investment manager, sits on its board of directors. Perhaps the mystery is straightforward, and Buffett has indeed purchased shares of JP Chase. Or perhaps we should look back at the recent past. The last stock in the financial services sector that we're certain Buffett bought is Capital One Financial. In 2023, Berkshire didn't take many new positions, but in the first quarter, the conglomerate acquired over 9.9 million shares of Capital One Financial. It added more than 2.5 million shares in the second quarter. But was that the end of the purchases? In the late summer of 2023, the price of Capital One was lower than in the second quarter when Buffett was still buying. Maybe the legendary investor decided to take a massive position, aggressively buying until Berkshire wanted to keep his transactions under wraps. Capital One is cheaper than JP Chase or Buffett's top financial sector pick, Bank of America. The stocks are trading at only about 9.8 times expected earnings. The third option might seem a bit far-fetched, but Discover is actually more attractively valued than JP Chase at around 10.8 times expected earnings. It also boasted a higher return on invested capital, ROIC, in recent years, a metric Buffett likes to use, compared to JP Morgan. However, there's something fishy about this candidate. Capital One announced plans in February 2024 to acquire Discover. If Berkshire was aware of any discussions between the two companies, it couldn't have bought Discover shares without breaking insider trading rules. On the other hand, Berkshire recently took a significant stake in a company just before a major acquisition was announced. At the end of 2021, one of the conglomerate's investment managers bought shares of Activision Blizzard. Shortly after Microsoft revealed plans to acquire Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. Buffett denied knowing anything about it. So could Berkshire have taken a similar leap of faith with Discover? It's a mystery worth exploring. In Buffett's recently published annual letter to shareholders, he outlined a small group of companies as core holdings that he'll hold on to forever. While having Coca-Cola and American Express on that list isn't surprising, the Oracle of Omaha also mentioned Occidental Petroleum and the 5 Japanese trading houses, Mitsubishi, Mitsui, Itochu, Sumitomo, and Marubeni. Buffett has increased Berkshire's stake in each of these Japanese trading houses to about 9%. The investment team at Berkshire hasn't been shy about their belief in the long-term potential of the Japanese economy. MUFG is Japan's largest bank by assets. More importantly, its stock is trading at a reasonably low price-to-earnings ratio of less than 12 and is slightly undervalued compared to its reported book value, something that has often prompted Buffett to make purchases in the past. Moreover, last but certainly not least, Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group purchased $9 billion worth of preferred shares in Morgan Stanley after the collapse of Lehman Brothers. This stake in Morgan Stanley has consistently generated between 30% and 40% of MUFG's annual profit in recent years. So, as we unravel the clues surrounding Warren Buffett's latest investment move, it becomes increasingly clear that the latest option might just be the secret investment he's been keeping under wraps. With Buffett's track record of strategic investments and Berkshire Hathaway's calculated moves, the pieces of the puzzle seem to align perfectly with this choice. Don't forget to subscribe on our channel as we continue to decode the mystery behind Buffett's investment strategy.